Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Miss Cecile here. Thank you for stopping by and joining me today for my next project for the September Denim Days. And this is project number 2 that we're going to work on. This the denim tote bag using the new look 6095. And it's just one piece. And this is the piece here that you can see. Now, from the denim that you choose, whether if you use, yardage or whatever type of denim that you have, like I have some white denim that you guys seen me make the bucket hat out of. You can use that as long as you just have enough for this piece. And it measures 21 by 13, which will be the finished piece, because I'm not including the bottom, but the width of it will be 16. And that's important to note, because if you're going to include a zipper, you'll want to know the measurement from the bottom. And also another feature that I'll show you guys of why measuring this bottom portion is important. So again, just one piece. You're going to cut out of your fabric. You're going to cut one out of your lining. And depending on how sturdy your fabric is, for me, I omitted the interfacing because the jean is stiff enough, and then I use a duck canvas for my lining, and I'm going to go ahead and show that to you. So let's move this. So from that pattern piece, I cut out 2 pieces here. This is the lining from the canvas, and then this is the lining from the jeans. So what I've also done too is that I made this bag just a little bit shorter, and the finished piece will be taking into account the 5/8 seam allowance. It probably will be about 13.5 length, and probably about 16.5. Now the bottom, like I said before here, that will determine the bottom piece that you're going to cut out, but it'll be, you can use the same, the zipper as well, but we'll get into that as we go along. I just wanted to show you how to get started. So what you're also going to need too is some webbing. Now these come in different colors, but I just happen to have black, and you're going to cut 2 pieces, and you're going to need 55 inches of each one, because what you're going to do with that gives, this is the handle, and you are going to apply that just like that, and this will go under this piece here, or the bottom piece, just like that, and then the next piece will be behind that. So we'll get to that, but you're going to need 2 pieces, and this is a inch. Let's see. Yep, this is a 1 inch webbing, and I got this in a roll. I believe I got it off of Amazon, and I'll show that to you. So it comes in a pack like this. 1-inch webbing. So this comes in handy for a lot of things, particularly bags. So anyway, moving on. So you're going to need that. Now, let me show you. You can make a simple bag, plain, nothing, you know, other than just the straps, just like the picture shows here. Or you can do a little bit of decoration. Now, what you'll want to do is to plan out what you want to embellish your bag with before you start assembling, and as well as what you're going to do for your lining. The same as well. For me, in the lining, I like to put pockets for the inside piece. And I like to put pockets for the outside. I like big pockets on the outside. And for this, you can, you know, get some of your scrap pockets off of your pants that you've taken apart. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Like those pockets here. These would make great pockets onto your bag, and it will mimic, you know, the pants itself. So that's just a fun little thing you'll do. Yes, your pockets will be functional because your strap will go like this. So you'll sew your strap down, and then you can sew your pocket over top of that. And I think that that's just a cute little function. I mean, it's really simple. So you can embellish, you know, all types of ways. So that's one idea. And then the other idea is to put the pockets into the lining like that. So with the fabric that I had left over from the bucket hat, I used that and I made a pocket. And I have the back side as a pocket, or the lining for the pocket. So I just sewed 2 pieces together, just like that. Then turned it inside. And then there you have it. So this is what I mean in the design stage, where you want to start planning how you want your bag to look. It can take hours. This is, you know, it's an easy project, but depending on how in-depth you want to get with it and how creative you get with it, it's going to take some time. So, you know, can I whip this up in an hour? Probably yes, but it won't have all the bells and whistles that I like for my bags. Also, what I like for my bags, using these little purse feet. I don't know if you can see that. I'll take one out so you can see how it looks. Just like this. And what I do is I like to put these down at the bottom of my bag for like that. And I'll show you how I apply that on another bag. This bag, just for video purposes, I probably won't go into depth of how I do that. So let's move this to the side, because I've decided that this is what I want on my piece here. So when I sew it, I'll have this big pocket like this. Now, when I get to the sewing machine, I'm going to sew a stitch down the center here. So that way I can have that pocket insert just like that. or you can leave it and make just one whole entire pocket. So totally up to you. That's why I say this is a design stage where you can get really, really creative. Also, too, and you'll see this in a bag that I'm going to show you, using all parts of your denim that you've taken apart. You can do all types of features here. You can use the waistband. You can apply that to the top and just have fun with your pieces here, just creating one-of-a-kind type of bags. So it can get real detailed, and that's why I'm saying it's an easy pattern piece, but it can get more detailed. So I'm going to move this to the side, and then we're going to talk about the lining. So again, if you choose to put a pocket like that in the lining, you can do it like that. Or you can also use another piece and use this for the lining, or for your pocket for your lining. So that's where you're going to play around with the pockets and pieces. So this is the lining, and this is what I've done so far. This was a piece of fabric that I had, or denim that I had, from a pair of pants that I had made a pocket. And it almost looks like an apron. But this is something that I was like, oh, I think I can use that for another project. So that's what I did. And then this is a pocket from the same pair of pants. So this is what I've chosen for my lining. I just wanted to have pockets like this. Okay, so wherever I left off, I'm trying to remember. I had to break for a second. But I was talking about the outer pocket here that you can sew on your piece here. And I've gone on over to the sewing machine and I've sewed that, attached that. So as you can see, you sew your sides here, you sew your bottom, and then you sew your middle seam if you choose to do so. If you do that, that will give you 2 pockets, accessibility. Now, I'm going to flip to the other side of the front, and I'm going to apply these 2 pockets. And you're going to do that in the same manner that you did with the front, if you choose that. Again, this is totally optional. I just like decorating on my bags. Now, this is where this comes in to play. You want to attach these straps first before you lay these pockets down, because you want your strap to run underneath your pocket. So I'm going to attach these pockets. I'm going to attach the strap and over to the sewing machine, sew that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have gone on, I've sewn the pockets on to the other side of the bag. I've attached the straps and reverse it here so you can see the pocket on this side. So the next thing to do, once you have that, is to bring the sides together, and then you're going to make a stitch on both sides here to close the bag up. And I've gone on and I've done the pocket on the inside of the lining part, and you're going to do that the same way. You'll sew both those sides up, and then we'll be ready to attach it. So I'm going to go over to the machine and do those stitches and be right back. So now we're getting down to the stretch. The most important thing of bag making is this bottom gusset part here. So once you to not a gusset, but to form the corners of the bag, I should say. So here you have that piece here, right? That corner piece. What you're going to do now is bring that seam together like this. And you're going to do that for both sides of the lining. Just pin that in place or clip it. Whichever one you choose. You're going to clip that in place on both sides of your lining and your main bag, the front. Just like that. Okay, you're gonna do the same thing. Turn it over and sew that corner. So I'm gonna go to the machine. I'm gonna stitch those together. We'll be right back. Now you can see your bag is taking shape. You've got your corners, you got your sides sewed up, and this is essentially the basic bag itself. And I'll turn that to the outside so you can get a good look. That's essentially your bag. Pretty much simple. That's the back. So now you're going to attach the lining to the inside and you'll be pretty much done. So I'm going to attach that and I'll be right back. One thing I do want to add, when you are ready to attach your lining to your bag, you're going to attach the inside of the bag with the pocket to the outside of the main or the bag itself. You're going to line up the seams here just like that. Going to tuck in these straps. So essentially you're putting your bag inside the lining just like this. All right. Match up your seams here on both sides. And then you can leave an opening because you're going to have to pull the bag through. So you can leave an opening at the top or the side here. Or what I've done in previous bags, I just open up an area here in the lining, maybe about a 4-inch opening, and then I can take it out that way. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and sew around the top, close that in, and then I'll just open up an area here in the lining and pull that through. Okay, now the bag is enclosed. I have the opening here. Okay, so here we are. We have the lining already sewn to the front of the main fabric. I have an opening here, and you're just going to reach in, and you're just going to pull that bag through. Just like that. Now you're going to stuff that inside like this. Line it up. Make your adjustments. And now at this point, your bag is done. The only thing that you want to do is, if you know, a little bit more advanced, if you want to put a snap here, you could do that. You could use any type of closure that you want. You can do maybe a buttonhole and have your button like that to close your bag. But this is essentially it. This is your tote bag. And I left these straps open like this because, like, if you go to the gym or you go to yoga classes, this will allow you to slide your mat through. So that was just a little added feature. But you can totally close that up. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's your basic new look tote bag. And I tell you, they're just so comfortable and convenient. But anyway, so for the inside, you know, you're gonna you're gonna close that seam up, and you're essentially done. And this is what you do for using parts of jeans and upcycling. So there's your tote bag, guys. And as a little added bonus, I made this little bear, and this little bear can attach itself to your bag, just like that. So cute little bag, especially for, you know, a kid. Perfect size. And the little bear was from this pattern here, Simplicity 9569, and the little bear bag here. So that's it, guys. See how cute that is? And there's your pockets. So thank you for joining me today, guys. Appreciate you. Again, this was project 2 for the denim tote bag. And for the third project, it will be the coat dress that you guys have seen in a previous video. So that will be our third project. So with that, everyone, take care, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.